Welcome back to the Oceania Ground, folks. We're moments away from race 2 here in round 3, and this one's shaping up to be a nail-biter. Only 2 races left for these drivers to punch their ticket into the Championship 4, and the pressure? It's absolutely sky high.
No kidding. Right now, it's Colin Heil, Eric Reynolds, Zachary Imel, and Tyson Miller holding those golden spots, but that could all change tonight. The gap between 2nd and 6th, just 9 points. 1 slip up, 1 missed corner, and you're on the outside looking in.
And speaking of slipping, how about Tyson Miller? A DNF last race put him on the ropes. He's clinging to 4th by a thread, and let's be honest, there are rumors he's still recovering from the Pacers' final celebration. He'll need to keep his head down and the car clean if he wants to stay in the mix.
Meanwhile, Ryan King just 1 point behind Tyson. He's been lurking just outside the cut line, and tonight is make or break. You can see it in the way he's carrying himself this weekend. Focused, intentional. He knows he needs to be perfect from here on out.
And right behind him, Matt Reynolds, 5 points out, but don't let that fool you. This guy's been hungry. It's been a while since he hoisted a trophy, and he smells opportunity. I wouldn't count him out for a second.
One guy who did get a taste of reality, Austin Heil. He was riding high after sweeping Class C in the last round, but GT3 has a way of humbling people. He managed a 3rd place finish last race. At that field gave him a serious wake-up call.
Yeah, no more easy wins here. These last 2 races are going to be a war zone. Every point matters. Every position counts. Buckle up, it's about to get chaotic.
If you're just tuning in, don't blink. Race 2 of the Oceania Crown is just minutes away, and the fight for the Championship 4 is officially in overdrive.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to this very interesting Wednesday night of racing, where we only have 5 cars out on the track tonight. Let's go ahead and see who all we got here.
Green flag, green flag.
Oh, and we're already green. All right, we don't even have time to go over that. Well, real quick, we got Colin Heil, Matthew Reynolds, and Ryan King in the LMP series, and then Zachary Immel and Austin Heil are the only 2 GT3 racers this evening. But anyways, we are off, and we are green with Colin Heil leading the LMP field, followed by Ryan King there in that pink car, and then Matthew Reynolds not too far behind him. We also then have, and the GT3 class, we may have already had an accident. One sec here. Let's see if we go ahead and, nope, they're racing back there. They're just way far behind. So, all right, we're following Ryan King there in that pink LMP2, running 2nd. Not too far behind him is Matthew Reynolds. It's going to be an interesting one. These 2 are fighting for everything right now. Colin, who currently is leading the championship points at about 177 points, is pretty safe for the championship 4, but Ryan King currently a single point under that cut line. And then Matthew Reynolds also, I believe, want to say 9 points under that cut line. However, since none of the competitors showed up this evening, that's going to make their lives kind of a lot easier getting to that championship 4. Oh, and 1 second here as my application just crashed on us. So hold on here. Okay, I think we got all of our timing figured out. Let's go ahead and see here. All right, there's our timing screen and everything. Okay, cool. So yeah, we now have 42 minutes to watch these 5 racers go around this track. Currently, we're at, or I actually don't know what track we're at, truthfully. Probably should know that, but I don't. But anyways, let's go ahead and see what weather you're dealing. As you can see, it's not too typical. Right now, it's nighttime. We're used to racing in the daytime. Been some technical issues with server setup here, but hey, it makes it interesting and gives these 5 racers something fun to do. But it looks like 20 degrees Celsius. Weather-wise, the track temp also about 20 degrees, a little bit overcast, 5 kilometers per hour. Who knows how fast that is? Not very fast if I know anything about kilometers. And then 41% humidity. So, not too... Oh, and Zachary, I want to say, spinning. Or was that Austin Heil? I don't know. They got 2 very similar liveries. It was Zachary. Zachary spinning there. So that's going to allow Austin Heil, the rookie, looking for his first gold medal here in the GT3 class. But he's going home with gold or silver since there's only 2 of them. So, yeah. Ranking here, still second. About already 4 seconds off the pace from Colin Heil, who has just been absolutely on fire through the season in that LMP car. So right now the fight for the LMP, unless something drastic happens, is probably going to be between Matthew Reynolds, who you see on your screen there, and there's our race leader, Colin Heil. Currently, I want to say with the fastest lap as well. Oh, and now we got Austin Heil spinning. And there goes Zachary Mill. Okay, so the GT3, even though there's only 2 of them, keeping things interesting this evening. Kind of the Porsche competition. Now it's really time to see how this rookie compares to a little bit more of a veteran. Although I want to say this is Zachary Mill's first season with us. So, always interesting to see how that goes, but he's had some prior racing experience. Where I want to say Austin Heil got his wheel just a few weeks ago. So yeah, if anyone's watching this currently on the live stream, if you wanted to go ahead and send a chat in and give me something more to talk about, as there's not a whole lot going on, that would be great. Ask me anything, I guess. We got a new fastest lap coming in from Colin Heil, a 101.958. So bringing the speed, he's definitely more. His car and his driving seems to come very much to life here in the later time and stint. So we're only 10 minutes in. I wouldn't be surprised to see that fastest lap continue to creep up throughout the night. And currently Colin now pulling up a 6-second lead above his competitors. We're then back in the GT3s. Looks like you have Zachary Mill currently only about 2.5 seconds in front of his competitor. And it looks like Matthew may have got a little off track there. And there we are, another new fastest lap from Colin Heil, a 101 or 433. And Matthew may have actually got a little off track here. Let's go ahead and see if we can go back to a replay of what maybe happened to him. Ooh, lots of curb and actually looking pretty quick. Oh, there it is actually. Oh, a little bit of the wall. All right, so cooler night. Track's certainly not very warmed up, and the drivers are certainly feeling that this evening. And we got our first chat of the evening. Jessica, it says Whitmer, but that's not right. Pretty sure it's Heil. She's married to currently the one leading the LMP series. Waving hi, saying she loves a chaotic broadcast. Certainly chaotic. I never really know what I'm doing. Just trying to keep things lively here, as now the gap between each racer is at least 3 seconds, if not greater. So who knows? Maybe we'll spice things up. Maybe we'll throw a yellow flag in just for the heck of it if the drivers don't do it for us to begin with. Matthew trying to do his bets to catch up to Ryan King. Currently, looks like about 7 seconds off Ryan King, who is now 10 seconds off from Colin Heil. He is currently in an illegal zone. Maybe we should create a class A negative or something, or A plus. But however, in order for us to have more classes, we need people to actually show up to these things. So, although that's the adult life, it's a fun Wednesday night. We got a fun crew. Maybe they're all just a little hungover from Super Race Day we had last Sunday, where everyone came over to my place and we watched the F1, Indy, we didn't watch any horse racing, nor NASCAR as it was too late. But hey, we had some Hot Wheels. That was fun to play with. Matt brought that over. My car won the stock because of course it did, and unfortunately came in, I want to say, third or fourth once we started modifying our cars. But modification, who really judges a car the speed of modification? Oh, and Matt, way off the turn. Still trying to figure out where the track is. Now about 12 seconds off from Ryan King. Crazy race. Crazy race. I gotta say though, at least it's gonna be a good night, because as soon as my lovely darling gets home from bringing in the moolah, we're having ice cream. So, you know, no matter how this broadcast goes, no matter how this race goes, I'm at least gonna have a great night. And I hope everyone listening is also having a fantastic night. And, you know, treat yourself. Maybe you should get some ice cream. Sorry, also taking this time to go ahead and maybe clean up my desk a little. Hope I didn't miss anything, and it doesn't look like I really did. So, yeah, so as it currently stands, your race leader, Colin Heil, leads Ryan King by about 11 seconds, followed then by Matthew Arnold, who is currently 25 seconds off from the leader. And then for the GT3, your two racers, Zachary Mill leading Austin Heil by about 7 seconds. So yeah, we'll go ahead and go to a green flag commercial. It's going to be the same commercial that you've seen the past few times, because we got nothing else really going other than Gun Day Meet Day. So we'll be right back after this commercial of Gun Day Meet Day.
Hey, don't forget to do the dishes when you're done. Okay, bye.
Hey, you.
Me?
Yeah, you. Are you a man?
I think so.
Do you like guns and all-you-can-eat meat?
Yeah, I suppose I do.
Do you want a day free of your nagging wife?
Yeah, I do.
Hell yeah, you do. Then Gun Day Meat Day's the day for you.
Gun Meat Day?
Gun Day Meat Day, Saturday, July 26th, the manliest day of the year.
There will be guns,
Beer! Testosterone! Explosions! Vegetables! Vegetables?
vegetables. Where's the meat? That's better.
So, mark your calendars, grab your favorite guns and slab a meat, and get ready for Gun Day Meat Day, Saturday, July 26, 2025.
Participation in Gun Day Meat Day is entirely voluntary and only slightly ill-advised. Marriage is not a requirement. If you are married, we highly recommend securing permission from your spouse. Failure to do so may result in domestic turbulence. No age restrictions. If you bring someone who needs supervision, that's on you. All attendees must contribute meat or side. Show up empty-handed and you're on napkin duty. Organizers accept zero responsibility for injuries, missing appendages, sing facial hair, or friendships ruined over rare versus well-done debates. You are fully responsible for your own PPE and open general survival. If something goes boom that wasn't supposed to, that's between you and your insurance company. By attending, you acknowledge that Gun Day Meat Day is a lawless yet oddly structured celebration of freedom, food, and firepower. Join at your own risk. Grill responsibly, and remember, firepower and flavor.
And we're back. All right. There was a little bit of that commercial left, but that's all right. I was just so excited to get back and talking to all you. And it's still going. So we just got 30 more minutes to watch these guys go by. We're gonna throw a caution. It's gonna happen. Either someone's gonna wreck, or we're just gonna have to do it ourselves. But really, I do think Built for Geeks definitely needs some more things going on, so that way we can have more commercials. That way I can fill more of this dead time. So, Matt's Reynolds getting a little bit of the sausage curve there. So if you have an idea that you think is geeky and awesome, feel free to send it in to. Actually, I don't have any emails set it up, but hey, find us on Discord. Join us on the Tachycardia Racing Discord. We're always looking for more racers. As you can see, we could use them. It'd be great to have them. So. See, it doesn't help I don't even know the track that we're racing on. I can't even be like, oh, and here's Matthew coming out of turn 7 right into turn 8 and doing it flawlessly, hitting those sausage curbs. See, I don't even know if that's right. Could be right. Could have been totally wrong. But Matt now also roughly 30 seconds from Colin Heil. You know what? Maybe we won't throw a caution. Maybe we'll give Colin Heil the opportunity to absolutely humiliate his competitors and give him a chance to lap them in a 45-minute race. Maybe we'll do that. Who knows? Oh, speaking of things, I think Austin Heil may have crashed. Let's go ahead and go back to a replay on that. He is, I wouldn't call it a wreck, but he's definitely not on the track, is he? Alright, well, glad to see you lived through that. I'm not currently doing, and just so you know, everyone, I currently have the camera settings set to most exciting. This is the most exciting thing we have to look at right now. Is Matthew and his red car. They can't even tell it's red since it's so dark outside. So, there's that. Here comes Matt coming across the start-finish line. Boom! He did it! Completed it, I don't even know what lap we're on. I don't know much of anything, honestly. We're going to spice things up. We're going to go to the chopper cam. Oh, look at that! Chopper cam, and we're on our race leader, Colin Heil. So, wow, really changing things up here on the broadcast. Colin Heil currently on the front straightaway. He is exiting the front straightaway before his competitor, Ryan King, hasn't even entered the front straightaway. So, there's something. And it is quite possible that Colin Heil could reach Matthew Reynolds by the end of this race, but we'll just have to see how that all works out. So while we got kind of Colin Heil here on the cam, let's go to his in-cam view. Wait, she hasn't even turned on! Just a mess of a broadcast this evening. I can't even show you what it looks like for someone who's kicking everyone's butt. Oh well, back to the live broadcast. Yeah. So everyone those that are decided to tune in midway through this race, I don't know why you would. May recommend you go find something else. This is actually there are other cars on the track. I do promise that. They're just all a little spread out right now. Although looks like Matt might be coming on an Austin Heil. Granted, they're on a totally different class, but hey, that may give us something to look forward to. Could happen any second now. Reaching them. Matt, who's in that LMP2, going to be coming up on Austin Heil much, much faster than that little Porsche can go. Run, little Porsche, run! And he's gonna pass him with ease. Boom! The pass of the night right there, everyone. You just witnessed. The pass of the night. Wow, that's not really anything to be proud of, is it? Oh, there they go. going to go to TV3 now. Away from this chopper cam. Woo! Look at that! Look at that shiny red LMP2. Flying. Running number 7. Good number. Lucky number. Not having much luck this evening, but it's a good number. Matt, one of the co-founders of Tachycardia Racing. I guess I could explain how Tachycardia Racing got going, since we got so much time to do so. It happened around the COVID time when me and my brother Jens, who's decided not to be here this evening. Oh wait, did Matt have a wreck again? Hold on. I think he did. Let's go ahead and go back to the replay on here. Let's see what maybe happened to Matt. Matt coming off the turn. Everything's looking great. Little hard brake. Oh, real hard brake. Ooh, it just barely tapped the wall. So unfortunately, no meatball, no caution. But unfortunately, Austin Heil in the slower GT3 actually got the chance to repass. So, just for a split sec though. Nothing real too exciting happening. But anyways, like I was saying, so yeah, it all started when my brother Jens Richards was like, "Hey, we should do some brotherly things and do some sim racing." And we're all like, "Sure, that sounds fun." And then my wife was like, "Hey, my uncle does some sim racing," and I was like, "You know what? We have our buddy Colin who does sim racing." So it kind of all started with what I call the OG crowd, the others, the brothers and others. And now it morphed into about 12, 14 active racers. This is four racers are typically active. But as you hear, currently the racers are actually talking. There's a meatball.
Can I get a map?
So it sounds like we may be tightening up this field. Things may get exciting for probably a half a lap. Woo! Can't wait for it. Cannot wait for it. Let's go ahead and pull up the track map here. See where everyone might be. Austin Heil currently in the pits. He must have been the one that had the damage. Looks like he probably towed to the pits. So yeah, we got Ryan King and everything. So all right, ladies and gentlemen, or lady probably at this point. Shout out to Jessica Heil, probably Tachycardia Racing's #1 fan on this broadcast. We're going to have some excitement here for you. So now we just got to wait for Austin Heil to kind of get his car repaired, and he should be good. Zachary Mold taking this opportunity to go ahead and also go into the pits himself to get fueled up, making sure he's got enough fuel to make it through the end of this race. And why not when your competitors run into the wall? And well, there's really only two of you. I mean, as far as the night goes, he's either going to finish first or he's going to... Oh, all the drivers going into the pits. It's a party in the pits. So may as well, when there's only 3 of you, going in for, I'm sure, some gas, maybe some new tires. Oh no, they just wanted to go through the pits so they could go to the pits. They didn't actually stop for anything. Because why would they? That would be... Oh, no, I lied. Matthew Reynolds stopped. He stopped. He's getting well, as long as he's been in the pits, he's I guess getting fuel and tires. So he's like, screw it. I've been bad. Why not maybe get some new tires and maybe that'll help? Who knows? So, all right, folks, things are about to get interesting. The fields are going to get packed up here. GT3 of Austin Heil currently unlapping himself. You know, I'm going to play around with some things what we have here. We're going to go ahead and show us that. Hey, that does. Okay, cool. You know, throw a little yellow flag there reporting on screen, informing everyone of what's currently happening. So that's kind of neat. What else can we do with this? We can make it info. That just puts it info. What's penalty look like? Makes it red. I think we'll just go with the warning, I guess. So. All right, I'm excited for this restart. Something might happen. Something might happen tonight. And that, everyone, is a reason to smile. Right there. Austin Hile, slowly making his way around. At a pretty decent speed, you know. Let's go ahead and let's see him catch up to the rest of the field. Let's give him the spotlight right now. Look at him go! Woo! Now about to enter Sector 3. He's doing great. He's doing fantastic. Look at that. That is how you drive a Porsche by yourself. Hitting all the apexes. I'd love to see it. You know, this rookie's got some talent. I'm excited for future Austin Hile. I think his future looks bright. Well, let's go ahead and head to most exciting here. And now that the field is caught up, let's go ahead and see what happens. Oh, they're going for the 2x1, and you can't really have 2x2s since you know there's only 3 of them. That's not how math works. But that's all right. They're having fun with it. Side by side here, side by side by corner. I don't know. I don't know how how you would describe that formation, but they are ready to go. Certainly taking their time here.
Ready to go green. 3, 2.
Oh, and they're about to go.
1. Go.
And off they go! It's green once again here at Wednesday night racing. Colin Hile with a nice early jump there. Ryan King following just right there in second place, and Matt also trying to now catch up. All right, we're wow, that excitement may have already kind of wore off here, but who knows? There's time for someone to lunge forward here. Colin taking away with it. Ryan King just trying to figure out a groove. Matt just trying to figure out how to stay on the track. See, his headlights are still there, so we know Matt's still there. That's exciting. Let's go to the GT3 cars. Yeah, there's some close racing. All right, so we got currently the white, just all white there, Porsche of Zachary Emil leading Austin Hile in that white and black. So they're getting spaced out again. They're getting spaced out again. All right, well, maybe head back to the LMP, but GT3, I'm just happy they showed up, and I'm sure they're happy to be here, picking up some free points. Love to see it. Ryan King actually doing a pretty good job of not letting Colin Hile get away too far. Matthew Reynolds, little bit farther behind there. So currently, figure 8 there. You see the cars going over the cars. That was neat. Didn't actually know this track did that. I guess it makes sense looking at the map, but never saw it. So, you know, that's neat. But yeah, Colin Hile currently leading the LMP series by about a half a second, much better than the 30 seconds it was. And then Ryan King, like I said, only about a half second from him. And then Matthew Reynolds now about 5 seconds off these two. And then Zachary Emil leading Austin Hile in the GT3 by about 0.6 of a second. So, yep, it's race night, everybody. GT3, it looks like Austin Hile may have caught up here a little bit. May be able to get in that slipstream, maybe make a move, headed into turn 1s and 2 here. Austin Hile, brave on the brakes, going for the lunge inside! Oh, and perfect! Oh, but doesn't get the crossover. Zachary holds on, but a beautiful move by the rookie Austin Hile. Now that's racing. That's why you tune in here on Wednesday nights. Now Austin Hile looking to the inside, pulls ahead of Zachary Emil, and by golly, we finally have some racing this evening. Woo, how exciting. I'm already sweating. So Austin Hile now leading Zachary Emil, and both in Porsche. So why are we watching Colin all by himself? Now let's go ahead and go back to those GT3s. What are these camera people doing? Oh no, Zachary crashed. Zachary crashed and we missed it. That's all right. That's why we got replay. Let's go ahead and go back to this replay. Oh, they're both off. And Zachary just spins a little bit more than Austin Heil. He was following the leader, and the leader was off the track. Well, I'm sure he's learned his lesson there. Let's go ahead and go to live. Well, we had some exciting racing there for about 30 seconds, and then it was over. Then it was over. But hey, Ryan King doing much better this time around. Now only about a second off from Colin Heil, so he's still within striking distance. Colin's got to keep it clean, keep it good. Otherwise, he loses, risks losing everything. And by everything, I mean he could get third. What a terrible result, third. Because it's the advantage of this series at the moment. Matt also weight dropped. What happened to Matt? Oh wait, I think he went in the pits. He did. Matt went in the pits. I don't know why he went in the pits, but he went in the pits. So that is why Matt is now 45 seconds off from the leader and is in real risk of being lapped. I do have to say, looking at the map here, Austin Heil, who now leads Zachary Immel by about 6 seconds. Zachary doing a good job, though, of trying to make up that ground. So we'll just have to keep an eye out on that GT3 series, and who knows, maybe a caution will happen again. Give those two another chance to duke it out. But Colin Heil, currently, I'm pretty sure, is led 100% of this race. So that's certainly an achievement to him. Yeah. I don't know what really to test that to. Maybe he's been driving. Maybe he's hard work. Maybe he's a natural racer. Maybe it's all three. But the results speak for themselves. Currently, I want to say, you know what? Let's go ahead and look up these results because we don't really have anything to look up on track. So if we go to season 14 scoring, Colin has been second the first race, and then first. So if Colin were to win this race, he will have won 7 of the 8 races of this season so far. So yeah, quite an achievement for Colin Heil. I'm pretty sure he's deserved of some stickers. So we give stickers to our racers if they sweep a track, and by sweep that means they qual on pole, they get fastest lap, and they win the race. So I think he's probably deserving because that's had to have happened at least several of these past races just because of how dominant Colin Heil has been. But Colin now very much creeping up on Matt, so maybe we'll have some LMP racing. It'll just be with lapped cars, but that's exciting. But speaking of exciting, Zachary Immel has now closed the gap to Austin Heil down to 2 seconds. So he has closed about 4 seconds the last 2 laps. So Zachary Immel spun, followed the leader, was like, that's not the right line, is now racing the right line and catching Austin Heil quickly. Now almost under 2 seconds. So keep an eye on that. And then Matthew now about to maybe catch up to everyone here. Yep, there we go. There's Matthew Reinold catching up to the GT3 class, and he's like, please get out of the way. I don't want to get lapped. So Zachary doing well to kind of stay out of the way of the faster LMP2 car. But but the GT3 was actually a little bit faster there to that corner. But that's all right. It's got that faster acceleration, so Matt's out there. Now he's just got to catch Austin Heil. But you can see those headlights aren't too far behind from our race leader, Colin Heil. So maybe that's tonight's race. Place your bets now. Does Matt get lapped? I'm going to go with yes. I'm going to say he gets lapped. But the race between these GT3s is back on! Zachary is caught up to Austin Heil, And then there's Colin Hile mixed up in the fight right now. He's just trying to get past him on this front straightaway. He's like, I don't want any part of that battle. No, I got a race to win. I got a mat to go lap. So we have Austin Hile now getting brave on the brakes, overshoots it into turn 1, opening the door for Zach. Why again are we watching Colin Hile? I don't want to be watching Colin Hile. I want to watch these two. Austin fighting back to the inside, doing well to defend that apex. Austin Hile keeping his lead in the GT3, but he is now feeling the pressure, and he's off again in the same turn. Zachary Emil now takes the lead on GT3. This is, some weird camera cuts there, but how exciting. Zachary Emil fighting his way back, and let's go ahead and go to Colin Hile, who's about to lap Matt. Wow, such huge headlines this evening. Matt doing everything. Oh, not enough though. Into the wall goes Matt, and he's been lapped by Colin Hile. How humiliating for the veteran. And he may have some serious damage, and off to the pits goes Matt again. He's off to fix. He may as well hang up the wheel. So right now you got Colin Hile leading the LMP series ahead of Ryan King by about 4 seconds, and then Matthew Reinhold, who's now a lap down. And then for the GT3 you got Zachary Emil, who now leads Austin Hile by about a second. So the GT3 race though certainly not over yet. And Ryan King just hoping that maybe Colin makes a mistake at some point, allowing him to steal that victory. But currently on your screen right now, you have Zachary Emil in the Porsche 911 GT3. I actually don't know the full name of that car. Leading Austin Hile, who these two have been duking it out. Austin Hile, though, still fresh, still rookie, saw Zachary Emil in the mirror and was like, oh no, it's Zachary! And went a little off track. So Austin, the rookie, just needs to do a little better about regaining that focus and reeling Zachary back in. He's still under a second to Zachary, so plenty of opportunity for him to strike back. So the GT3s, Austin Hile and Zachary Emil, doing everything to try to keep this race night exciting for us, and I certainly do appreciate that. Matt now currently back on track. Now, the real question is, though, is Matt is only about a lap ahead of Colin Hile. Does Matt get lapped again? That is the new bet out there. Does Matt get lapped again? I'm going to go with no. I don't think that Matt gets lapped again. I think it'll be close, but I don't think he gets lapped again. I think once was enough for him, and he just wants to finish this race and be done with this race night. Ryan King, though, now almost about 5 seconds off from Colin Hile. So Colin Hile doing well to keep it clean. Ryan King struggling to find any more pace out there. And now we just have to see. We have and Colin Hile just set a new fastest lap while he's at it. No reason to do so, but does it anyways. Almost under a minute lap time from Colin Hile, who just continues to dominate and light this track on fire. Austin Hile may have actually had an accident himself, who now finds himself 8 seconds off from the lead. Let's go ahead and see what may have happened to Austin Hile here. Oh, locks up the rears, and spins it going into the turn. All lap, pushing a little hard, trying to find as little time as he can, and unfortunately finds himself in the grass instead. Okay, well, that really spaces things out. So yeah, you got Colin Hile now leading Ryan King by about 5 seconds. Matt, who's currently 1 lap down, will it be 2? Who knows? We got 8 minutes to find that out. And Zachary Emil now leads Austin Hile, who's already made up about 2 seconds though on him. So those GT3s struggling in their own ways tonight, and still staying within striking distance of each other. I do wish I could show you guys the map, but the map doesn't want to show. So that would be cool. Well, you guys can kind of see what I'm seeing as far as map goes. Maybe it's a setting. Let's go to settings. I'm going to take you guys along with me in this learning journey here. of things. You guys don't even know what I'm saying. But I got nothing really else to talk about. So I may as well talk about this. We're going to go to... I don't even know where to go, guys. Let's see. Widgets. There's a widgets. Track map. Yep, nope. That looks like it should be working. It's not. Maybe future reads will figure that out, or maybe it won't. Who knows? Oh, shoot, though. I did just find out where I can see what lap we're on. We're on lap 34 of estimated 44. But that's kind of cool. I didn't know that feature existed in the top right. How exciting! See? So many things to be excited about this evening. Ice cream's certainly at the top of that list, but figuring out where your lap counter is pretty high up there, at least for a broadcaster as myself. So currently, once again, we have the race set to most exciting. You might be like, Reese, the broadcaster, why have we been watching Colin for the past 2 minutes straight? And that would be because that is what the game has deemed to be the most exciting out on track. And I might have to agree with them. Although, Matt currently catching Austin Heil. I mean, they're not competing for each other. So Matt just doing his best to not get lapped again. Colin now probably has the distance between down to about a quarter of a lap. So quarter of a lap. And Matt, oh my gosh, Matt might actually get lapped if he keeps driving like that. So, but Zachary doing well to just kind of run away with it now. Leads Austin Heil, who once spun it out has kind of struggled to get back on pace. Now is about 12 seconds. Matt, there's a wall there. You know there's a wall there. You've hit it like 3 times now. Just stop hitting the wall. That's why you're about to get lapped. Colin Heil has it now down to about less than a quarter of a lap, I would say, to Matt. So that's what we're watching now. That's what we're watching for the next 5 minutes. Oh, and there goes Austin Heil. Oh my gosh, man, we all know they're not cats because they clearly can't see in the dark. So maybe we need to invest in some night vision goggles for these drivers for the next time we have a night race. But by golly, they've hit the walls multiple times. They can't figure out where to turn. It's just kind of a struggle to watch these guys right now. So Matt now currently, you know what? Look, where's the distance? Can I get the distance? All right, hold on. I don't even know if this is gonna work. Let's find out. All right, we're following Matt right now. And we're going to compare him to Colin, who, yeah, sadly, I can't figure out the distance between the two. But I guess, oh no, we can do some calculating. So if a lap's about 1 minute right now by Colin Heil, and he's currently, and Matt's off the track again. Matt's off the track again. And Matt's now 52 seconds behind Colin, even though he's a lap down. That means Colin's about 8 seconds off from Matt. So we got 8. Colin's got to find 8 seconds in the max minute and a half. But I think we had Ryan King, who got a meatball. I don't know if they're going to count it, though. But let's go ahead and see what happened to Ryan King here. Oh, into the same wall. Into the same wall. There's a wall there. When will they learn? When will they learn? So Ryan King, although Matt still needs to pass Ryan King to be on the lead lap. So that's still going to put Matt in third for LMP. I think. Yes. So Matt's still third, but Ryan King just got lapped. And if he doesn't get out of the pit soon, as you can see there's that pit lane counting down, that may actually give Matt, who has not had a fantastic night, a second place this evening, which wouldn't be too shabby. So Ryan King, his crew needs to get that car fixed so they can get it out there. So that way that don't happen. But heartbreak for Ryan King, though, having an accident like that. And Colin, Oh my gosh, Colin might do it. Colin is now roughly 4 seconds off from Matt. Less than a tenth of a lap. Wait, is that how that math works? Sixth lap? Something like that. He's close, and you can see him there. You can see those headlights. Matt doing very well to maybe stay away from that wall. Probably helps that Zachary Mills there being like, hey, Matt, there's a wall here. Don't hit the wall. But anyways, so Matt now doing his best to run away from Colin, and he needs to survive the next 2 laps. But you can hear Colin winding up in the background there. His LMP after those are the headlights. You can hear the Jaws music rolling. Rolling? It's like film? Sure. Yeah, we'll go with that. You can hear the Jaws music. Nah, I don't even know if I can do that. That might be copyrighted. But Matt is going to do his best to stay alive. He needs to just think big, but not too big where he keeps running into the walls. Like so big that he takes up the track, but no more than the track because you want to stay on the track. That's literally the opposite of what he's supposed to be doing right now. Does well to avoid the wall though. Doing well, but does not have a good exit. Colin Heil gets a better exit, and Colin Heil may, for the second time this evening, lap Matthew Reinhold, and he does! That puts Matt 2 laps down! I don't even know if Matt deserves a 3rd place at this point. And Ryan King also did well to get out of the pits, so Matt will stay in 3rd. Now the question is though, and nah, that can't happen. Not in 18 seconds. I think this will do it. We are currently witnessing the last lap of the race. And on our screen right now is Matt, who is now 2 laps down. It does show 2 laps down. So that's good. Our scoring works. And we're on our final lap here. Colin Heil coming to the finish line to just take home the trophy. That is very well deserved, as his competitors were nowhere to be found this evening. So Colin Heil now finished. Matthew Reinhold finishes 2 laps down. Zachary Mill bringing home the gold for the GT3. And then Austin Heil finishing 2nd in the GT3. And then Ryan King, who had the late race crash. His team doing work to get his car back so that way he can also finish 1 lap down. So we might need to rethink these classes. We might need to rethink the skill levels. Maybe next time we put Colin in like a Beetle and see if maybe then it's competitive. But as it stands for this evening, the race night, the race results, if I can hit the right button, are Colin Heil finishing 1st, then Ryan King, and then Matthew Reinhold, and then the GT3 series, Zachary Mill, and then Austin Heil. Well, thank you everyone for joining me this evening. I hope it was as entertaining as it could have been. And we'll see you here next week.